The Chinese government on Tuesday criticized U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to label Beijing a strategic rival and called on Washington to abandon a Cold War mentality and accept China's rise. Trump's decision reflects a victory of hardliners in his administration, the official Xinhua news agency said. It warned U.S.-Chinese economic relations were likely to face even more pressure and challenges. We urge the United States to stop deliberately distorting China's strategic intentions and abandon a Cold War mentality, said a Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, Hua Chunying. Otherwise it will injure others and damage itself. Trump's report Monday hit a series of sore spots for Beijing. It affirmed ties with Taiwan, the self-ruled island the mainland government claims as its territory, and pledged to re-energize our alliances with Southeast Asian governments, some of which have conflicts with China over claims to portions of the South China Sea. The United States and China share one of the world's biggest trading relationships and cooperate in areas from clean energy to public health. But Beijing sees Washington as an obstacle to its ambitions to be East Asia's dominant power, and strains over Taiwan, trade, technology policy and the South China Sea are growing. It is selfish to put your national interest above other countries' interest and the mutual interest of the international community, said the Chinese embassy in Washington in a statement. The Chinese side is willing to have peaceful coexistence with all countries, said the embassy statement. The United States should also adapt and accept China's development. U.S. officials are uneasy about Beijing's rising military spending, already the second highest behind Washington. They see President Xi Jinping's Belt and Road Initiative, a project to build railways and other infrastructure across countries from Asia to Europe and Africa, as part of efforts to erode American influence and nurture a China-centered political structure. Especially sensitive is Taiwan, the democratic island Beijing has declared a core interest over which it will go to war, if necessary. Trump's report promises to maintain our strong ties with Taiwan and provide for its legitimate defense needs. China has taken a tougher stance toward Taiwan since last year's election of President Tsai Ing-wen, who has refused to endorse Beijing's contention that Taiwan is part of the Chinese nation. Chinese commentators speculate on the possible need for military steps to put pressure on Tsai. After Trump signed a law this month that opened the way for U.S. Navy ships to visit Taiwan, a Chinese diplomat quoted by state media said the mainland would attack the day that happened. Trump's report doesn't change Washington's official stance but might aggravate tensions if Taiwanese who want formal independence see it as sign of U.S. support and want to take advantage of it, said Xiong Xiong, a U.S. relations expert at China Foreign Affairs University. The Chinese government is also anxious, said Xiong. He said the Chinese diplomat's remark is a warning out of real worry that something may happen unexpectedly.